Man, if I get another piece of poorly written junk mail, I'm gonna lose my marbles. No, not really. But let's talk about how to write a powerful form letter, how to write a sales pitch that actually sells. Not that people just push the spam button and get rid of it, and you don't get nothing out of it. I am in the very interesting place of Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. It's a little odd here, to be perfectly honest with you. It's kind of like party town, New York City, but it's kind of dead at 9 p.m. And unfortunately, there's like homeless people everywhere, so it's kind of killing the mood a little bit. It's kind of hard to enjoy the place when there's someone on every single block, or several people on every block like that. Anyhow, let's talk about form letters, okay? The first thing you want to do when you write a good form letter is figure out who is going to be that recipient of that form letter and cater it to them. Do not write "to whom it may concern." Any email that comes to me that says "to whom it may concern," it's not concerning me, therefore delete, junk mail, garbage, goodbye. Alright, so you want to know who it is you're writing to. Sometimes you're really cold pitching and you don't honestly know. Find out. It's not that hard to do a couple Google searches and figure out who's the CEO of the company, who's the chief marketing officer, the CMO, who is it that you're trying to pitch, who's going to buy your product. Who in that company is going to feel like you are solving their problems with your solution. If you can't even answer that, don't expect anybody to buy your product. It won't happen. You have to know whose problem you're solving in order to be able to successfully pitch it to that company or organization. If you don't know the answer to that, don't even bother, you're wasting your time. It's all gonna go to junk mail. All right, some beautiful boats here. Very slippery ground. I'm thinking there were fishermen here because it's all slimy under my feet. Pretty unpleasant feeling, actually. I feel like I'm gonna slip. Anyway, it's like walking on ice. All right, what else can you do? Now, after you figure out who you're writing it to, and just Google search, who is the person in the company who's in charge of purchasing and procurement of whatever it is you're selling. That's it. Write it to that person. Find their email. Do a direct email. Do not send to general email boxes. That always goes to junk mail when you do that. Okay, now, let's say you got the right person. How do you start off your email? Well, there's two scenarios. One is it's a cold email, and the other scenario is someone referenced this person. Someone said to you, "Oh, I'm not the right person to talk to, but go to this person." As soon as you do that, you say, "Person A referred me to you." That's the first sentence of your email after "Dear so-and-so." So in other words, let's say you wrote to Jane. Jane said, "I'm the wrong person. Write to Jack." Your letter is, "Dear Jack, Jane referred me to you," or "Jane suggested that I write you." First thing, what you're doing is you're name dropping. You're forcing the other person to read your email because someone else of importance to them suggested that they get their email. They get the email from you. So right off the bat, you've got their attention. That's not always possible because not every email is a referral. Okay, so for the other scenarios, you want to front load your email. Front loading means throw the strongest thing right into the front of the email. First thing you're going to say, how you're solving their problem. Do not expect that to be one paragraph or more. How you're solving their problem needs to be like 5 to 10 words. I almost crushed in front of that guy. 5 to 10 words. I understand you have a problem. I don't know. Let me make one up on the spot based on what's around me. Okay, lids, baseball caps. I understand that Lids is having the trouble sourcing caps from, I don't know, China. I have local source suppliers. I can provide you with local source suppliers with equivalent Chinese prices. Straight off the bat, if that's really their genuine problem, I'm making it up. If that's their genuine problem, you're telling them right off the bat how you solve it. I have local source suppliers who can provide the same caps for at the prices of China. So take away all the barriers right off the bat. You got them interested if that's really their problem. You have to know what their problem is. Otherwise, you're kind of just cold emailing them and it's not going to work. Next thing, if you know the expression KISS, keep it, what is it? Keep it short and simple, KISS.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Or stupid, that's the not nice version though. No, the nice version is keep it short and simple. I do not go into a million paragraphs. If you're sending someone an email for the first time, nobody's gonna read that. Make your point as concise as possible. Okay, if it takes you more than a couple paragraphs, it's too long. 2-3 paragraphs max. The only reason you should be going longer than that is if this is an existing customer and they are familiar with what you're doing already. If you're writing someone for the first time, 2-3 paragraphs max. If you are someone famous that they already may have known, they already may know, then you can go a little longer. But otherwise, no. 2-3 paragraphs max. If you can't to say it that short, then you need to work on your pitching skills. It isn't the problem of the product, okay? Okay, what else? Now, stop talking about the industry. God, I hate so many emails that I get that tells me the so-and-so industry, as you know, is going to go down to 12 points. No. First of all, if you say as you know, if I know it already, why you're writing it? That's a different point. Okay? If you are talking about the industry in your email, then you're talking to me like I'm stupid because I don't know the industry. I know the industry, so don't write it. Just skip that whole nonsense. That's just blabbing on, okay? I don't need to know about my industry, and you're just wasting the space in the email that you have to pitch. And you don't have that much space, because I'm telling you, 2 to 3 paragraphs. If you want it to be powerful, you gotta keep it short, simple, concise. Use language that is clear, that states exactly what problem you are solving and nothing more. When you are done with that very short, concise email, you want to end with something very clear, action that they should do. Either click a link to purchase right away, that's ideal. If you're talking larger contracts, please let me know what kind of, I don't know, making it up, let's see, Crepe Cafe. We are looking to sell franchises of Crepe Cafe. Please let me know if you're interested in franchising our product. Straight off the bat. Ask for that sale at the end. Do not neglect to ask for what you want. Do not expect that just because you gave all that information about your company, that means they understand that what you actually want from them. Ask for the sale in complete, clear language. Please buy my product. Please become my client. No, don't say it exactly like that. That sounds like begging. But you could say, we would love to have you participate in our program. We would love to have you as our customer. Click here, please click here to purchase this product right now. The idea is a concrete call to action at the end where you ask for the sale. If you don't ask for that sale, you will not get it. You must ask and ye shall receive. It's very important. It's the most critical thing in sales in general. No matter what you're selling, always ask for the sale. Do not go on and on. Do not talk about the industry. Just be real clear. Ask for what you want, and you have a chance at actually making your email successful so it converts and becomes a sale. Try to target it as best as you can. Sometimes it's hard or impossible, but you can always figure out who you're writing. At the very least, put their name in there. Dear so-and-so. Another point of note is you want to be enticing and instilling interest in your product. That's not the same as persuading and convincing. Do not include in your email convincing or persuasive language like, you must buy our product. I hope you understand how important it is that you use my product. Don't say things like that. You're supposed to entice them like, if you use my product, you will save X dollars. If you use my product, it will help you make your life easier because of A, B, C, and Z, X, Y, Z. You want to entice people to use it. You don't want to persuade them or try to be convincing them. That comes later if they should tell you that they don't want your product. That's when you can try to convince them. You don't do that here. You're just trying to win them over, win their interest over. That's it. The other thing that you should never do, never, ever, ever, start an email with I, the letter I. I think XYZ, or I am representing this company, or I would like to introduce you to my product. Never make I your first word in an email. Oh my God, I don't care about you. I'm talking about me now reading it. I don't care about you. I don't even know you. I don't care who you are. You don't have to introduce yourself. This is an email. This is not in person. So you want to first start off with you. Y-O-U to the reader. Oh my God, that's loud. All right, if you start your emails off with you, you've got my attention. You can save X dollars every month by using my products. You can be much happier and live life longer if you buy this snake oil. Now that's just a gimmicky example, but the point is you want to start off with you. You want to avoid the use of the word I as much as possible. Sometimes it's literally, that's what actually I'm trying to say. Literally impossible in terms of literate. Like you have to use the word I at points, but you want to minimize it. You want to be writing you. People are egotistical by nature, and they want to know about them. They don't have any interest in learning about you, especially because it's a cold email. It's not a warm email. You're writing someone who doesn't know who you are. I don't care who you are until you tell me why I care about who you are. And the only reason I care is because you're going to solve my problems. Me. Alright? Human beings are inherently egotistical. This is the reality. Write your emails to cater to that. Do not be stuck on, I would like to introduce you to our services. That bugs me out. I never want to see that at the beginning of an email because then I just never want to read the rest of the email. I don't care who you are. Now, if you go back old school, like, I don't know, 40, 50 years ago, this is how businesses used to start off in a polite manner. Dear sirs, they used to say. I've read old emails that said, not emails, postal mails, that started, Dear sirs, I'd like to introduce you to our products. That was maybe correct then. We're living in a different era where you're competing with a lot more people, a lot more companies, and a lot more spam emails that come in every day that you have to stand out from. Can't do those things no more. Start off with you. Start off with talking to the person. Do not talk about you. That's an ironic thing. Do not start the email off saying I, say you. Start with you. Links only have one call to action. Just one other thing. I don't think I mentioned that before. You need a call to action, but you also need only one, not 5. Okay, sometimes you get emails, click here if you want to do this, click there if you want to do this. No, just give me one option. One. Because if I have too many options, I might choose the last one. None of them. 0 options, okay? One option, and that option should solve my problems very clearly, and that's about it. Please do not spam me after this. Alright, signing off from Fisherman's Wharf. It's a really interesting place. In the daytime, it's probably a lot more fun. I've been here in the day. The trolley cars are running, and there's a million people here. Oh, and then down there is the sea lions. That's really cool too. But I gotta say, at 9 p.m. at night, this place is pretty done. It's not as impressive as it is in the daytime. So I'm used to New York City. Things are open way later. So hey, anyway, signing off from Fisherman's Wharf. Please like, share, and subscribe. Whether you are a big-time spammer and you think I'm totally wrong, subscribe and share anyway. Please share this with everyone you know. If you know spammers, share it with them because they could probably use this advice too. All right, see you in the next video.